Hey guys, I'm Esparza from restomods.com and this is Fix or Pass. We're going to be going over some live listings of cars for sale and just telling you what we think of them. So let's get it cracking. Let's get into it. First car we're looking at here, 63 Ford Fairlane Sports Coupe. This is listed on Craigslist in Vista, California, so that's not too far from us here in San Diego. It's listed for $25,000. Right off the bat, this first picture, they just get down to business. This car is a project, so you can tell there's a ton of fabrication work. There's some bare metal showing in all these pictures. It says it's a Fairlane Sports Coupe, rust-free California car, still has original paint. This is a project car, okay. It says he's got about 50K in parts and fabrication, full chromoly chassis, all TIG welded, professionally built. Okay, so first photo, like I said, you can see they've got an LS engine mocked up in here with some cool like Holman Moody valve covers. Those are Ford throwback stuff, really neat. Let's go, so quick interior shot, boom, you see the transmission in there. So you guys would have to finish building a transmission tunnel. So hopefully you're a good sheet metal fabricator because it looks like it's got a lot of really nice sheet metal fab work. So you're gonna wanna continue that theme with when you finish it. Overall picture of the car, a lot of good parts on this thing. Okay, so here's under the car. They're showing off that 9-inch Ford rear end with coilovers. This is a really trick setup. Somebody spent a good amount of coin in all this. That's gonna handle really good, like a modern car, sports car. Same thing in the front, coilovers. So just kind of going through more of these photos, you can see the engine bay. You got the LS mocked up in there with those cool valve covers. Nice fab work here in the trunk too. You got a fuel cell back there. Really showing off like that custom firewall here. So I believe this guy when he says he's got all that money wrapped up in fab work and parts. So this is one where you're gonna have to decide whether you're gonna wanna take this on yourself or, oh, there he is actually doing the work. If you're gonna wanna take this on yourself or you're gonna wanna work with a shop to finish it up, get ready to spend some money if you're gonna work with a shop. If you're gonna do it yourself, this is a really neat one. You can see everything that it needs. The ad is very upfront. Here's a picture of the overall car, which is neat. You can really get a feel for what this car is going to look like. It's really unique. So you guys can tell this isn't your typical Mustang or Camaro or even a Falcon. This is a Fairlane and it looks cool. I haven't really seen too many Fairlanes built in this style for a road race, but this one's unique. For $25,000, I think you're definitely getting your money's worth for this. He definitely has more money just in parts in this car. So this would be a cool one if you wanted to finish up something unique. Or like we said earlier, if you're gonna work with a shop to finish this car up. So this wouldn't fit for us as like a sweepstakes car, but it's a pretty cool car and this is really trick. So I would say fix. I mean, this thing's like halfway there. They did all the heavy lifting. You gotta really want this car though. You gotta want something unique, something set up for like pro touring. You gotta be okay with an LS engine in a Ford, and you wanna go fast. So moving on. Okay, so next car, 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. This is right up our alley. This is actually tempting to get this as a sweepstakes car for you guys. This is something that's really cool. We like Mopars. We usually do Chargers, but we're gonna start doing some more Mopars. This is a B-body. 68's a good year for the Roadrunner. This is a big project though. I mean, the price reflects it. It's $15,500. That's a pretty good deal if this thing is as advertised. It says project, no rust, has most parts. Very brief ad, straight to the point. Some of the pictures aren't the best, so you want to go see this car. This car is listed here in, it's on Craigslist. So it's in like Riverside area, so Southern California, kind of east. You probably want to go see this car. If you're interested in this car, just go take a look at it. You definitely got to be shopping for a project if you're looking for this, but for a Mopar guy, this is pretty neat. This is a rust-free 68 Roadrunner. It's going to need a paint job. It's got a 383. But a lot of you would probably fix this car. Honestly, this is a kind of a neat car. You could get this thing running and just drive it how it is. If you're not looking for a show car, you're looking for like a tough muscle car that you can just go hit the streets in, get this thing, scoop it up. $15,500. These aren't getting any cheaper. They're getting hard to find, especially rust-free. Mopars in other parts of the country tend to have a lot of rust. This thing being in Riverside, Southern California, it's kind of a desert area. If it's been here its whole life, you're probably gonna save a lot of headaches on rust repair on this car. So if you wanted to restore this car nut and bolt, this car might be worth doing like a real original type restoration on. It's got good original parts. So yeah, you could spend another 40 to 50 just making this car really nice. I say fix. The car's definitely worth fixing. Let's do that, fix. physically going to look at car, all these cars that we're going to show you, always recommend going to physically go look at it if you can, or ask for a ton more pictures. Next car, Mustang 1965. So this is a coupe. This is somebody's primered project, little hot rod that they were building. Pink slip in hand, tags on non-op, automatic with 302 engine. So somebody upgraded the engine. I think these are 289s originally. Somebody put a bigger 302. Starts up and drives, it just needs almost nothing to have it 100%. Okay. Engine sounds amazing, no mechanical problems at all. Almost nothing to be 100%. So we have percentages and then we have almosts, which is always good in an ad. Inside was redone, only one small rip in driver's seat, new carpet, 5 lug, asking 12K. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool car for 12K. Let's scroll through some of these pictures here. It's primered. Primered cars are kind of neat because you can visualize the car in any color you want when you're looking at a primer car. It's not always a bad thing. Looks like it's pretty rust-free. Engine's in there. It looks like it's pretty much all complete. Not a show car, but at this price point, you know, he's pretty straight up. This is a project that needs almost nothing. Interior needs a few parts in here. Looks like the instrument cluster's missing. So these are actually really cool cars to get into, like as far as an entry-level project. They're somewhat simple. 65 was the first year of the Mustang. They made a lot of these cars, especially in coupes. I think they made 500,000, something like that. This is a neat car. Everything is available for this car brand new. The aftermarket really supports it. It's another thing to think about when you're getting into project cars. Is it a common model that you're gonna be able to just buy anything off the shelf? Everyone's gonna have it in stock? Or is it some oddball car that you're gonna stand out, but you're gonna have a hard time finding little parts for it? I would pass on this one. I think for 12,000, I would want it to have that last almost nothing it needs to be done. Maybe some cooler wheels. Some stuff that would save you money in the long run. Wheels and tires can, you know, at $12,000 you can have another 10% of that just in wheels and tires on a project. This is also in Southern California. This car, let's zoom back on the map here. So this is in LA, Inglewood area. So if you're in LA, you can go look at this car right now. It sounds like you can drive this car while you work on it. So that's another advantage. Sometimes not everybody has a trailer. Sometimes you gotta go get a car that you can drive back to wherever you need to work on it. So, okay, so all those cars were on Craigslist, kind of local to us, close to us. But as a member, you guys also get first crack at all the classifieds on restomods.com. So we're gonna poke around there because there's some neat cars that come up on the classified section of our website. This one is a 67, it's a fresh and fabulous 67, it says fabulous. That's cool. It's fresh and fabulous 67 Corvette Stingray Resto Mod. This is a nice car. Asking price $179,000. Look at this car though. This is like a red Corvette Resto Modded, got all the good stuff. Hello Corvette lovers, if you've been watching this Winters Meekum. So these people, a lot of people follow auction prices and that does kind of set a trend on the higher end of cars for what they're going for. Okay, so if you were to buy kind of a clapped out 67 convertible Stingray and just go through every nut and bolt the way they did on this car and put a fresh interior, put a new LS3 engine in it, you would be probably more than this $180,000 asking price if you were paying somebody's shop rate to do this. This adds up quick. This car has everything though, AC. This is your quintessential resto mod. This car is, it's up in the higher price range, but this is a big boy toy. So it's a really neat car. So yeah, if you guys are shopping for something really nice like this, a nice red convertible Stingray, here it is, man. You don't see these every day. So check this out on our website, restomods.com. Okay, so that was fix or pass. We went through a few cars today. Somebody please go buy some of these cars so that we don't end up stockpiling all these neat cars. We are probably gonna be searching another area next week because we have people all over the country that watch this. If you guys like this stuff, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button because we're bringing these the day that we see all these listings. So all these listings will be live and active. That way you guys have a chance at getting some of these cars as well. But you're only gonna see some of these cars if you watch our show. So make sure you stay tuned for that and we'll bring you some more cool cars to look at and maybe you guys can get a project of your own.